And we are live. I don't know if you can see what's going on over here, but I've been busy in the garden. Putting up a fence for the tomatoes or anything that needs to climb, whether it's peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers, peas, whatever. So we have a fence this year. So last year we had so many tomatoes that they were falling into the ground and rotting. But this year, Lord willing, we have a fence and we'll be able to tie them up and we'll be able to keep what we are growing instead of having it fall into the ground and rot. That's the plan. That's the hope. So do you have anything to say?
It's a warm day.
It is warm.
We're feeling a little pressure, right? Because I've been working on the house all week, so it's now
Go time.
go time with the garden, and we get the chickens pretty much set up, and we got bees coming soon. I talked to Tyler. He's gonna be, it sounds like they're gonna be ready like within a week or so.
And you've already got everything ready on the bee yard, right?
Yep.
So you're just going to dump the bees in once we get them.
Yep.
I see some people popping on. I just wanted to let you know that we have a fence up in our garden, which is going to have the tomatoes on it.
Yeah,
To tie up the tomatoes.
Yeah, that's just a ton of tomatoes.
Yeah, and my sister Greta is coming. She should be here sometime this evening. And so her and I will be planting the tomatoes tomorrow morning along this fence and the pepper plants and hopefully as much seed as we possibly can over the next couple of days if the weather permits. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. And it's warm today, guys. Luckily though, the sun is kind of in between like the clouds, so we do get a break as being out here. So do you have anything else you want to add, honey?
No, I'm just glad to be out here and enjoying the land and really thankful for it.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. That's what we've been up to. We've been shopping all day, basically, trying to get all the things that we need. We probably should have done that sooner, but it seems like every day there's something. There's something that gets our attention, something that we have to do, some responsibility. So we do what we can, and this is what we got done today. Actually, that was the goal. The goal was to get this done today so that I could plant all my plants, my seedlings that I've been growing along. Hey, Greta, that's me, LOL. Just finished dinner, jumping in the shower, and I'll be out the door. Yeah, no rush, Gret. Whenever you get here, no worries. We got it. Everything's ready for tomorrow. So.
Did you explain the upgrades to everybody?
What, the upgrades?
Last year we used these. These are kind of a cheaper fence posts. See, they're stamped metal. They're already rusting too, but and then we had a like a construction fence sort of.
It was orange, guys.
Thing.
You guys must remember the orange
And
fence.
It was pretty flat, so it would catch the wind, and it's really windy out here in Leominster, so we have a couple windy days and it would literally bend these right over, and some of them it would even break. So we figured out quickly that wasn't going to work out, so we spent probably a couple $100 on this cheap stuff last year, and it's all garbage.
Well,
so,
we're using some of it though. We are able to use a little bit this year.
Yeah, well, we're using what's left of these to stiffen up the tomato fence, but for all intents and purposes, that's all junk. So we upgraded to these. These are really heavy duty cast steel posts, and these will not bend. I mean, I can feel this thing probably weighs like 4 pounds. And
How much do you think this weighs?
oh, she weighs at least 100. I mean, each paw weighs 5 pounds.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to lift it to find out. So yeah, anyway, yeah, so we set up our tomato fence. So Greta's coming tonight, and we will be tomorrow morning planting our tomatoes along this fence, and our peppers and whatever else that needs to climb, and whatever, if we have time, we'll also start planting seeds. And Micaiah's next job is to put the new fence that we got, because you remember we had our orange fence last year. He actually bought more of this type of fence to put around the perimeter. Better one that will stay up, something that we can really reuse. I mean, we can reuse the orange one, and we were even considering it, but it's really not ideal. It blows down, it blows all over the place. We're constantly picking it up off the ground. So this will be more stable. And like I said, be able to keep our tomatoes off the ground. We had so many last year, and I grew some of the same tomatoes. I saved the seeds. And so they're those huge Rutgers tomatoes. I mean, they're bigger than my fist, bigger, probably 2 fists put together. Most people were like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe how big these tomatoes are. I've never seen them so big. And they were juicy and delicious, perfect for sauce and everything that we used them for. So we're growing them again, but they really need somewhere really rigid to be tied to. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing today. So do you want to say anything else, honey?
No, just you know, stay tuned for some veggies, and it looks like the fruit trees are going good. We got a lot of blueberries coming.
Yep.
We're gonna try to net off the cherry trees and get some cherries this year.
Yeah, and the birds ate them all. Usually eats them all, but we're gonna put a net over it this year. Hopefully we'll get some cherries. Good job. It will be easy to plant. Yes, it will, Gret. You and me, pretty soon, right here. Right here, all the way down. Yeah, we got plenty of space. So looking forward to seeing you, Gret. All right, I guess we're gonna sign off, everyone. We will do probably another live or post another little video as things keep continuing to progress, because as you know, we're very busy here, and Micaiah and Richard are still very much involved in jacking and leveling the house and the ballroom. That's still happening. I mean, things happen just daily, every day, something's happening.
So it's a very slow process.
Right, because it's precise. Obviously, you can't just like jack, and then walk away from it. It has to be inch by inch.
Part of the some places there's not much weight. There's a lot of rot. Some places there's a tremendous amount of weight and rot. So it's like it's always a little bit of a puzzle to figure out how you can jack and where you can jack from, and also there's a compromise. You know, you have to know when enough is enough, because you know, we're kind of shooting for maybe the whole house being within 2 to 3 inches. So, you know, and over
that would be ideal. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, over that span, it's imperceivable if we can spread out that error enough. But
was that a new word you just made up?
Imperceivable?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
It's a real word.
Okay, I'll just have to check it out. So Paul said, what about the bees? So we were just talking about that. This is the bee. We're actually standing right in front of the bee yard. It's right out here. I don't know if you can see it. It's right out here, the bee yard.
Yeah, and I have it all cleaned out this year. I mowed the whole thing down, and I set the beehives up a little higher. And I've been talking with my friend Tyler, and he's split a bunch of hives that he had. So I'm gonna buy a couple of hives from him, and this year I'm gonna really pay attention, especially as it comes to winter. Not sure if I'm gonna bring them inside or just try to insulate really well, but looking forward to seeing some bees over there again.
Yeah. So next week he was saying they're gonna probably be here. So yeah. No pun intended.
We'll keep you posted.
Yeah, maybe we'll video that when they show up. All right, guys, we're gonna go. It's hot underneath the sun, and Micaiah's got to get to work. I mean, come on, get to work.
You're a slave driver.
I am a slave driver. Paul says, thank you for the answer. I have a nice day. I'm excited about the bees. It's so cool that you guys have some on your property. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, keep watching. We'll post as we can. Bye, guys.